Okay, I just figured out why it's a 3 to 1 Z. Okay, okay, it's like this thing, It's like, you know, I give, okay, but the thing is, that's a whole thing. It's like I said on the synergy extension context. This isn't. This is not. This is not. I'm not. I'm not. This is not my profession, but it is. But I got so many freaking things going on because the cops aren't doing their job. That's the thing. I've been working on. Civil human depopulation. Globally. There's so many things. I got my archery. I got the tree saucers. Okay, so just cut me a little slack. But I guess the thing is I'm going to leave it the way it is because I don't want to have to redo it, and it'll make people think. And I guess the thing is when I did set up for the 2 to 1, I did the 2 to 1 right, and then I figured out why the Z is a 3 to 1. And it doesn't, I guess minus friction, I could still call it a 2 to 1. That's the whole thing, but it's hard to wrap your brain around, that odd ratio like that because it's lifting and pulling at the same time, but at the same time it's single-ended. I don't know. I guess I'm not gonna if somebody calls it a 3 to 1, I'm gonna leave it at that. If I call if somebody calls it a 2 to 1, I'll leave it at that. I don't know. I guess I need to study that stuff more, but at the same time, it's like I said, you guys can forgive me. I know you can. The whole thing is it's like, the whole thing is when people are sitting there watching a wildfire burning out of control, and they're not, they don't care about it or whatever like that. They're off in the distance. It's not scary to them, okay? But when you're trying to put it out and you can't, that's when it's scary, okay? I've been working on controlling the flame front that is global human overpopulation, where we are consuming everything on the planet like a raging out of control inferno, okay? And I'm the guy trying to put it out, okay? It's just like, if people stop to think how much stuff I have been doing over the last decade, okay, that I exist, like, to me, in a fake democracy. That's what it seems like to me, okay, working under a socialist paradigm, in a fake democracy, as a non-profit creative professional, okay, that has passed through the prime of my life, not just single, okay, but alone, okay, because, that's the whole thing is I don't get, I call it salary. I get a check, okay, because I am second generation Austrian on my mom's side, okay, and I don't have a lot of family here, and I don't have a lot of support, okay. I found myself very quickly in post-peak oil America, competing with opportunities with my peers and people just a little bit older than me with their children for opportunities. Guess who loses? Okay, I end up on crazy pay. It's not like I'm stupid. It's not like I'm worthless. Okay, but that's how I get treated. Okay, and people need to understand that there cannot legally not be laws to protect people from crimes that in no imaginable legal way can be considered crimes once they're committed. Okay. Now, the United States is fueling a lot of problems on the other side of the world, because we're importing oil, and in turn we're exporting our fresh water, our topsoil, and our jobs along with it. The oil agricultural sector of the United States has crashed a country that took 200 years to build in less than 30 years. Crashed it into service-related jobs, pampering our own disparity. Okay, we need to stop building, okay, human breeding bins, for one thing. Okay, these guys, they get paid to protect, you know, that's the only people, that tree workers that get paid anything are people that protect vested breeder bins. Okay, human breeding bins. And the whole thing is that we need to take the stance here in America, okay, where we're not harassing countries that are concerned with their own citizens' human rights and human needs. Okay, I'm talking about Russia, I'm talking about EU, I'm talking about America instigating problems between the two. Okay, America fueling, okay, the breeding elite in China, okay, where there's childless people that are basically being, you know, it's like financial cannibalism. And the rich can have as many kids as they want. It's not controlling the population because it's a monetarily enforced policy. And it has resulted in financial cannibalism, which is a model that is spreading. Okay? Now I'm talking, you know, human rights-based population management is not at all draconian compared to what is happening every single day. Okay, I get called that. You know, I get called draconian. I get called all kinds of bad things. Okay, and I take that every single day like a freaking goddamn corkscrew twisting through my freaking heart. Okay, and I realize that, you know, we cannot there can't be retroactive procreative criminality. There can't be. Okay, because of the fact that there is a human with rights involved that cannot be considered the embodiment of a crime. Okay, but at the same time, we cannot legally not have laws, okay, to protect individual human rights, okay, to what people consider to be individual human rights, and taking those excesses. Okay, this is the thing. If people don't want laws to protect freedom in general by limiting individual, you know, access to individual liberties, okay, you know, you could think of somebody with a frickin', you know, taking a tank down the frickin' I-90 and blowing shit up, okay, that's excessive liberties. But nobody thinks about somebody frickin' driving down the road frickin' 280 miles an hour with their frickin' jeans. Okay, that's the thing, is procreative criminality is real. Okay, but we can't call a human with rights, you know, the embodiment of a crime. Okay, so the whole thing is, it just comes around full circle. We cannot legally not have laws to protect people from crimes that cannot be considered crimes once they are committed. Period.